Hello, wonderful ULARP watchers, and welcome back to the Super Mega Happy Fun Time. I can't believe there's 2 sessions of ULARP Curse of Strahd in 1 week.
Ooh.
Friday stream.
Yay!
Yeah.
Am I recording?
Are you?
Yes, I am recording, thank
Oh.
Is that the face that says, I wasn't, but I am now?
you. So, for those who joined us yesterday, they went up a mountain and everything went swimmingly well. And now, team, we're not going to climb up a mountain. We're going to stay down here and socialise because it's more interesting. Valaki is safe. Hey.
It's more like, I'm too slow, I can't do this.
You want me to climb that in this armour?
No. That would make me sweat too much.
Indeed.
And then you would freeze, and then it would be embarrassing.
Yeah, no one wants to say I froze to death on a mountain in Strahd's world. It's like,
No. Yeah. Survived the vampires, got killed by weather.
yeah. And not even the magical weather, just normal weather.
Just normal weather.
It was a little bit dreary. Right. I'll do a quick recap and then we'll get this show on the... Exhaustion has hit you. How the others fare on their long ride and then climb up the mountain, you are not sure. As you say your farewells to them briefly in the morning, they take the horses that Elyan managed to acquire at a steep cost.
Ridiculous cost.
You look back at the past couple of days of why you are feeling the way you do. Serious travel, fighting were creatures and werewolves, then going to the Wizards of Wine briefly, then to Argynvost Holt, and stirring up the Revenants into action. Probably not the action you wanted. Running into a vampire, one of Strahd's brides, then retreating back to the town. You did manage to rest for a small amount, a short rest. Then the others needed to leave and you got up to bid them. That's where we'll take off. Casimir is with you.
Oh,
He's at the door. You're at the front of the Blue Water Inn in Valaki. The weather is dreary. It is early and misty. The town is starting to come to life. There isn't the buzz of excitement. There's the dreary slod.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, Jakule.
Yes.
Do you remember Van Richten said, come back and talk to me when you've killed all the werewolves?
Yes, I do remember that vaguely.
We should probably talk to him, because he might be able to point us in the direction of the wizard, who is apparently still alive, and that would be very, very useful.
Yeah. Any
You're right
allies
next
we
to
can
Casimir
gain.
while you're having this conversation. By the way.
I'll shut the door on him as I'm talking.
Yeah.
Like, I'll probably get as far as about to start saying the words Van Richten, and then I'll just be like, clump.
If this wizard is as powerful as I've heard, he actually did defeat Strahd once on his own. Or, well, with an army.
Yes.
Well,
I mean,
as
and
much
by
as
yes,
he
I
can
mean
do.
no, but he's very powerful and it would be very useful. So how about I send a couple of sendings and then we sleep for 8 hours and then we go meet Van Richten. Because I don't know about you, but I have been awake since
It's been
like far too long.
Yeah.
Too long. I just want sleep.
We're not in an immediate rush, so it would be best to be at our peak if we're actually going to be getting people on our side, convincing people to do what they consider impossible. Oh, you're muted.
When did that happen? How
Oh.
strange. Speaking of getting people to do the impossible, I also need to buy some wedding clothes for myself and the general who will be accompanying me to the wedding.
Mhm.
Oh, were you not there? I asked Bronwyn to accompany me to the wedding as my +1.
Oh, yes, of course. When was she the general?
She's a ranger general of the place she came from.
Ah.
Did she not tell you?
I had some interest.
This is why you should take an interest in people, Jakule. They tell you all sorts of things. I'm hoping I've not just made that up. I'm sure she told me.
Well, I believe in you.
Thanks. I believe in you too. I'm going to send a sending now.
Should we prepare everything for clothes for everyone then?
Well, if they thought about it.
I think not having our armor equipped would be a bit of a detriment.
I know, but then I have to sweet talk the dressmakers into making wedding outfits for like 7 of us.
Cloaks.
Inside 3 days. 3 days.
Well, we can just wear our finest armor, I guess.
We're not all you, Jakule. Just saying.
I can help people fix their clothes if they
Actually, I have a bet for you.
Oh.
I bet you. How much money do we have as a group right now?
About
a lot.
10,000.
Okay, great. I bet you 5 silver pieces that you could go to that wedding in your armor, but with a Hessian sack on top, with holes cut for your arms, and you would still look better than the vast majority of people there.
Well, that's not a bet worth taking, because that's obviously true.
So you'll do it then?
There's no need. It's already proven.
Oh, come on. Everybody gets dressed up special for weddings.
I don't think
I'll find you a sack. It'll be fine.
As you're talking, the door opens and Sir Istevald, the purple dragon, walks in.
Morning.
Looks pretty serious, pretty tired as well. Sure, they'll be fine. Sure, they will.
I believe in them.
Right, gentlemen, what's the plan? How can I help?
I have a message to send, and then we'll know a little bit more. But the first step after that is definitely going to be sleeping for a solid 8 hours. And that is something that I suggest you would benefit from as well, given that it's daylight. I suspect they can handle things without us for a little while.
Maybe you're right.
Well, if nothing else, paladins need sleep to be able to heal people, right?
The rest would be good.
Elyan will go off into the kitchen and cast Sending.
Yep.
And send a message to Van Richten that says, we've killed the werewolves. We are in Valaki. Where would you like to meet? We'll be free in 8 hours. Send.
Oh, Golemir, you crazy fool. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Cheers, mate. Oh, you're absolute edge. We're doing like a mini. We've got to split the party. Let me just roll a 20 on that. You get a message back, which just says, "I know."
Great. Sounds like you might not want to meet us.
I'll emerge from the kitchen with this sort of long-suffering look on my face.
Anything?
He's moderately less helpful than he was last time we met.
That's not ideal.
No. So I presume he'll meet with us if he wants to. And if not, he will find out just how annoying I can be in 25-word clumps.
Do you want
Also, did you know that a really loud, high-pitched, protracted noise is only one word?
When you send this message, do you need to actually make the sound, or can you just say it in your head?
Oh yeah.
That I would probably avoid you for a day then.
Oh no! It's just sending memes to people.
I can send it to anybody on the same plane of existence as me. Right. I don't know about you, but I'm going to pass out for 8 hours. Oh, I've got a little magic left in me. Who else do we need to tell about the wedding?
What allies do we want to try and get on side here? Everyone already knows about the wedding, I'm sure, but who would we trust to actually stand with us?
I'm not sure. What are your actual feelings on Esmeralda?
I feel that she wants Strahd dead as much as we do, if not more. I think that she would probably possibly get distracted by learning about her master and other things, but
but I don't need to tell her about that much.
Yeah, we can. Is it worth informing her that we are intending to do something? Or
I think the context will be very clear. And if not, she has the option to send a message back that is just, and what are you going to do about it? And then I'll ignore her until the end of tomorrow.
Yes.
Who else? We can't do anything about Sir Godfrey until the others get back and we can find the dragon skull in Ravenloft.
Yeah.
How is this our life now?
Yeah. It seems he will lose himself from what he said as well. He might not be able to help. It would help even less.
We'll just have to see. Hopefully it will give them some rest one way or the other. My family have been invited anyway. Hurrah.
The burgomeisters of both Valaki and Kresk, but I do not believe they would be able to muster much actual support.
Also, the burgomaster of Valaki is like that way.
Yeah.
About 2 streets.
We should probably inform him. At least so that he's not, or perhaps not.
We run a dangerous risk of needing to have a conversation with Petrina if that happens.
We do want to keeping in mind that Strahd's ability to control people and read people's thoughts. Probably the less that know, the better. But we also want to have as many allies as possible prepared.
I'll tell Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the very least, you'd maybe use it as the distraction to hamper Strahd.
I don't expect her to say anything back, but I'll send it to her anyway. Okay. I cast sending. So basically, I weave a thread of like light and little dots of light that kind of form a sort of a rough shape in my face, and then I lean into it and I say, Strahd is getting married in 3 days' time. We have been invited to the wedding, so we're going. And then I send it.
You don't get a reply back.
Didn't expect she would. Right. Sleeping for 8 hours? How do you feel?
Seems like a good plan.
You could hear a gentle snoring from the kind of big, heavy leather chair. So Ishtavald is back in it and just...
I shake him awake gently.
As you approach him, you think you're quite quiet. As you get to within 5 feet of him, he just stops snoring, eyes open up.
Good instincts. Take your armor off, go upstairs, and get into bed. You will do much better for it. Do you need a hand with your armor?
I'll be fine. I'll get Casimir. See a smile come across his face.
Okay, I'll leave that one to you then.
I'll make sure Skydancer is bedded well as well.
Stands up and with a stretch
Really?
you can...
Skydancer. We just used her to pull the cart, so we need to make sure she's all like get the harness off and everything.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes yes. Okay. I mean, I don't actually know what the customs of your people are like, so maybe you just have wildly different social mores to the rest of us.
Misunderstandings.
I'm gonna go sleep.
I think they meant sleep in general.
Yep.
As you're making your way upstairs to go to bed, you can hear bickering between Casimir and Sir Ishtavald, and then it goes quiet for a second, and then you just hear the voice of Sir Ishtavald directing him on which straps to undo first.
Excellent.
I'm assuming the quiet part was when they kissed.
Casimir's only got eyes for one person.
His sister. That is the oddest of couples.
I think he has another crush which you stole from him now.
Him hate you even more. You
did
rest.
That as a favour to Bronwyn.
I'll let you choose if it is a relaxed or restless. It's up to you how you feel your character would.
I think Elyan kind of tosses and turns a little bit because he's used to the Blue Water Inn being a lot more kind of bustling and a lot more having a lot more feeling of life to it, life and welcome. And this is kind of like a little sad reminder of all the trials and tribulations that have befallen his brother, and the several times now that his sister-in-law has attempted to stab him to death. So, you know, he's probably put a chair under the door and made sure that the door is bolted and the shutters are locked.
Nice.
At least 50% because he's Barovian, but the other 50% is what if Danica comes back while I'm asleep?
Jakule?
Jakule would be quite worried about the others, like hoping that they're going to be all right. But I think that just the exhaustion from being awake for so long, like a full night, no sleep, he's not so used to like having full nights of no sleep. So he's going to probably like pass out and go into a deep sleep after a bit of restlessness in the beginning.
You wake fully rested, maybe 8 or 9 hours later, it's hard to tell. There is some noise in the street outside, just general hustle and bustle, but the sort of smell of cooking wafts from the bar below you. The Blue Water Inn, deadly quiet compared to how it was. Still some quite bad singing echoes up towards you as well. You would assume it's Sir Istavold.
I assume it's Sir Istavold, and then I immediately start picturing Casimir doing it instead and having a quiet chuckle to myself.
You dress, get ready, go down?
Yep.
Sir Istavold looks considerably healthier and relaxed compared to last time you saw him.
So we've had a long rest, all okay?
Yep. A kind of classic greasy spoon, but mainly vegetables, kind of fry-up type food is brought out. It's not the tastiest, but it's pleasant enough. With some oats as well, kind of chucked in there, that kind of food. Casimir is not inside.
Oh. My shame.
Where's the elf?
See, Istavold takes...
I mean, your elf, not our elf.
As he puts a plate down for each of you, he takes one out to the door and gives it to Casimir, who stood outside. Waxed cloak up, hood over, just at the front door, looking out.
Okay, fair enough. How's it looking out there?
Like a storm's coming.
Are we talking literally or figuratively?
Figuratively. Sure, they'll be fine, Casimir.
Of course they'll be fine. They're going to go up that mountain, and then Hunter and Constance are going to happen with extreme prejudice to that bride, and then Bronwyn will be there doing like the very precise, perfect moment thing, and Red will cast a buttload of spells and or turn into a giant eagle. They'll be fine.
See? Fine.
Do you think they're talking about us?
I
mean, they've got to be talking about something while they're climbing a mountain, right?
I think that they're generally a group of fairly quiet people.
Yeah, see, I don't understand that. I mean, obviously, quiet when you need to be quiet, sure. But, I mean, how do you connect to other people without talking to them?
I think half the party doesn't like to connect with other people.
Oh, everybody needs somebody.
Casimir turns to face you. Peers in from outside. Did you not have some errands that you need to complete today? Is there nowhere else you need to be? Anywhere else than here?
Could you just shut the door? Thanks.
As Istavold comes in. Don't mind him. He's just worried. Yes. Everyone has their own way of showing it.
He's been worried for a very long time then.
It's Barovia. It's to be expected, I suppose.
Oh, really? Do tell. Right. So, dressmakers, I think. Yes? We can get them. We can get them to do you a nice Hessian sack.
I was thinking more just a cloak, if they can do something reasonable.
Sack.
Perhaps we can get like a set of cloaks for everyone that is kind of more fancy.
I mean, they have our cloak measurements. It's true.
Yeah. We can get like a set that's just wedding attire, maybe all white, just to kind of spoil the
No,
day.
no. A, it is completely without class to wear white to a wedding, and B, particularly not to their wedding.
It'd be interesting to see what they do about it, though.
Okay, if you want to wear white, Jakule, I'm sure you can carry that off.
Not alone. If we were all doing it, maybe.
Let's go pay some dressmakers an
Solidarity.
obscene amount of money, shall we?
Yeah.
As I said, if there's anything I can actually do to help, let me know, yes.
At the minute it turns to actual things rather than shopping and chatting to people, we'll let you know. Are you going to base here for the time being in case you're needed then?
I think so. May I speak to the Burgermeister at some point?
And pass on my regards.
I can help him with.
Yes.
And likewise, let us know if you need our help over the next, for the rest of the day, till they get back.
He puts his hand out.
I'll take his hand.
Oh.
He's not sure, like, whether to kind of warrior grip, wrist to wrist, or your hands with you, Jakule. It's a little bit awkward for a second.
Yeah. I'll give him an awkward kind of not sure as well, kind of like clasp hands a bit, try and avoid.
Elyan with you, it's a hand-to-hand shake, 110%.
Then Elyan hugs him quickly.
Make it more awkward, shall we?
Yep.
Right. So
as you're going out, he'll come with you. You'll see that Casimir has eaten the food that he brought out.
Casimir, do you have any allies that you think you could call on for this coming situation?
Hundreds.
Wow. That would be a useful help indeed, given the circumstances.
You know that call upon is not a euphemism here for forcibly summon with magic, right?
No. Memory is that is your trick.
Never done that. Never actually felt the need.
They followed you willingly to their doors then.
You know, you always have to take it to a different level. Like, there's kind of baiting and sharing insults, and then you go straight for the jugular about the thing that you know I'm most vulnerable about.
Isn't it?
Well, no, it's not funny. It's not funny at all. And I'm just going to say, if you want to start making super hurtful comments, you are more than vulnerable yourself, Casimir. Because I know what you did. But I'm not going to push that button, so I strongly suggest you refrain from pushing this one.
Now, Casimir.
Yes,
These are our friends.
Need to get along at least for the next 4 days.
Made mistakes in our past. Apologize.
Ooh.
He doesn't need to apologize. We don't like each other. That's fine. All he needs to do is refrain from crossing that line in future, and things will be fine. And we'll snipe, and we'll bitch, but we'll work together to get the job done. Won't we, Casimir.
See his eyes kind of wander to Mount Baratok in far distance.
I'll take your silence as a yes.
Both give me a perception herein.
Ooh, 22. 22.
Also 22.
He says nothing. Just crosses his arms under his cloak.
Yep. Should we go, Jakule?
Yes, indeed.
See you both later.
I'll be shopping, you two.
Thanks.
As you start walking away, here on the wind. Sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Do you know, I'm talking to Jakule at a volume that won't carry back even to sharp elvish ears as we walk along. I'm baffled by the friendship between those two. It warms my heart, don't get me wrong, but it's baffling.
Which is a bit odd, but I think that Sir Istable is such a no-nonsense person that Casimir's snide comments would be kind of ineffectual.
That, and apparently they train that particular school of paladins in wielding guilt just as effectively as hammers. So, clothing.
Yes. And then what is our plan from there?
Well, I presume what was his name? The Great Rictavio will find us at some point. Because I told him that we were back and he said, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I thought after so many conversations with Casimir, my eyes couldn't roll any harder. But lo and behold, new levels.
Should we have words with the Burgermeister or not?
He knows when the wedding is.
Yes.
Is there anything else of any substance for us to tell him at this point?
It's more a matter of seeing if he could provide help or allies or knew of anyone that we could go and bring to our side.
I suppose we could stop in. I also need to find a wood carver.
You can see in the distance the endless delight. There's a hive of activity there. Looks considerably messier than when you saw it last time.
Oh, of course. They're probably making the bridal outfit, if nothing else.
Huh.
Let's go see if they've got any spare capacity.
Yes. Best not to push it too much, I suppose.
They are indeed making bridal outfit. As you arrive, see what you believe to have been the siblings, Alec, Andre, and Alana, being the manager or the one in charge of the others.
How are they doing? Is it looking good or
Hectic.
hectic?
You can't get in to see the dress, but you can see that they're definitely, from the materials they're working on, what I assume is a white dress.
Okay.
Where we'll do that thing where you walk into a shop and then stand there awkwardly waiting for someone to acknowledge you.
Try and catch their eye every time someone goes around past.
Smile winningly.
Alana comes out. She's wearing a tight corset, high neck collar. Her hair styled as if she was just about to go out into the town in high society. She's wearing makeup, but it does look quite old. It's definitely not fresh today. But she does look pleasant and pleasing on the eye for this kind of mid-30s. Yeah.
You look remarkably striking today, Madam Alana.
Thank you. You look... You wearing her clothes?
Probably not, because it's not actually cold, is it? Yeah, no, I won't be wearing cold weather gear anymore. That'll be in the room, I think, or bundled in my pack.
She'll come to you. You look. Just comes and grabs your waist and pulls the cloth slightly tighter around your back. Like you have recently lost some weight. Really should get someone to take this in.
Well, it's been a hard few years. Do you have any spare capacity? I recognise that you must be working very hard at the moment, but we will shortly be attending a wedding, and I need some form of outfit for myself and outfits for our companions, and my friend here is in desperate need of a large Hessian sack that he can look better than the rest of us by wearing.
I think not. I think it's best for us to match, no?
You point to Jakule. Are you in your armour, Jakule?
Yes, I would have put on the...
You literally get the... She makes her way over to Jakule.
And I've lost her.
Stunning.
He is beautiful.
That a lot, yes.
I'd say you get used to it after a while, but you don't.
So, many outfits in total do you need?
Not necessarily full outfits. Perhaps a cape or cloak that can go over the top.
Well, whatever outfits you deem both workable within the time and constraints you have. We're looking for, let's see, myself, Jakule Sack, Bronwyn, Hunter, Constance, Red. 6 of us.
Have time for that many?
Okay, how many?
How about this? I just make one outfit. One outfit so stunning, so striking. As she stares to Jakule, that no one would even contemplate looking anywhere else.
Well, if you think I can carry it off.
I don't know if I want to steal the show from the bride.
Well, you've definitely stolen something.
Terribly embarrassing. She was talking about me, obviously.
One has the right to dream, obviously.
Hey, I was good looking before you showed up. Now I'm a constant also ran.
How we laugh.
Because it's otherwise we would cry at the painful truth. Seriously though, what do you think you can manage? I don't think one outfit is going to cut it for the rest of us. Ideally, we will be going in armor, so something that will work with that.
Perhaps we could have matching capes or something like that.
Jakule seems very fixated on the cape idea, and to be fair, it has some practical applications.
Something.
Be able to work on this.
Yes.
Excellent.
In your travels, struggling for a centerpiece of the dress. Something eye-catching to draw.
We do have a few jewels which could perhaps take this place. Perhaps as payment for our outfits.
What do you think we have that's suitable, Jakule?
We've got a lot of gemstones, a hell of a lot of gemstones.
You got some crazy shit. You got some proper crazy shit.
There's that cloak pin with shards of jet.
Well, what color scheme are you working in?
If only we had that stake still. We could put that in the middle of it.
What? Pointing outwards.
Yes.
You may now kiss the bride. Please do so emphatically with some velocity.
At the moment, we haven't chosen off colours for the dress.
Okay.
We do have. There's that gold cloak pin with shards of jet. That is quite valuable, though. We do have a bunch of jewelry, different jewelry aspects.
Yes, I mean,
if I could see the dress that you're baking, I can offer some advice.
We, Jakule, we.
Yes, I'm sure Elyan has some sort of fashion sense.
Oh, flap that hand at me one more time. double dare you.
You must swear to secrecy.
Of course.
Both of you.
Oh.
I mean it.
All right.
She'll
Unless, it would endanger people or cost people's lives.
take you through to the back room. Still pinned up, but you can see they have a dummy, which is the proportions to Petrina, so quite tall and slender. Working a mixture of kind of Barovian styles. So it does have a high collar to it, but it looks as if the collar can actually be removed.
Okay.
Quite an interesting neckline that is
easy
removed.
neck access.
From what I remember, because we spent quite a few hours talking about what her ideal dress would be when we were coming down the mountain.
Did indeed. So I'll just let
people say I talk a lot.
Give some tips on that.
Yeah, I'll give tips based on what she told me is her ideal, and then I'll kind of get out what gems and jewelry we have, and kind of know it from what I know of her taste, pick out kind of the best pieces for her that I think she'd like the best. Spend some time doing that.
Nice.
I'll probably get more into it than I need to, but
not too pricey. You don't want to overwhelm the bride. She needs to be the star.
Well,
by which Elyan says, meaning that's our money there, boyo.
But this would make it so much like this extra gem here.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
There's a slight clanging noise as I step on your foot.
Yeah, she'll take as many of the gems and jewelry as you're prepared to give to her, basically.
I would try and give as many as I can to make the dress as perfect as it can.
And I will try and pocket as many as I can every time they turn to try a piece up against the bodice of the dress. Another couple of gems off the pile goes into my pocket.
Yeah, so they're taking hundreds, if not thousands, of gold pieces worth of gems.
I will do my best to minimize that to the extreme degree.
Yeah, I guess it'd probably be like a more than the value that it would expect to be for what we're paying for.
Yeah, for sure. You wouldn't be paying like 50 gold pieces for cloaks.
Yeah.
Even really good ones. This is honestly...
They'd probably end up being like about 200 gold pieces, probably maybe 300.
Between you can see this dress coming alive in front of your eyes, Jakule.
Okay.
How long do you spend with her? A couple of hours?
Not that long.
Elyan would,
of hours.
I guess Elyan would pull me away at some point.
Yeah. Jakule, we do actually have other things we need to do today, and it's nice that you're building a second career, but we have other priorities.
Yes. I suppose the madam can complete.
She knows her job. Here. Do you not remember the look of the cold weather gear that they did for us? Absolutely astounding.
Yes.
She looks to you, Jakule. Last time, I was only given your measurements. I believe this time
because otherwise we'd still be here.
I could take them much more.
If you think it would help in your creations.
Most definitely.
I imagine whatever she makes will have quick release straps.
Perhaps you could come round this evening.
I do not know if I'd have the time for this evening, but if you have a bit of time now, I'm here.
My mind is currently set on this.
Yes,
dress.
I'm here.
Well,
I will need to clear my mind to truly appreciate you.
Well, then I'm afraid we'll have to leave it at that, and I'm sure your creation can be as
maybe
amazing
after
as
the
it is.
wedding, in a sort of a revelry, celebratory fashion.
Need to take the best mission.
Well,
It doesn't take an insight roll to realise that she does not want you just for measurements.
Well, maybe, people do eat at weddings. The measurements will probably have changed. So
I want this is the capes for the wedding.
You have his measurements for the cape.
Well,
and now I've seen him. I
very
can get them more
busy.
accurately. Maybe I can come to you. Where will you be?
I'm afraid that we will be busy until the wedding, but if we have the time, I will come to see you.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
You know what they say, good things come with those who wait. To those who wait. Should we go?
As you're leaving, you would see her looking in one of the mirrors for the dresses and tutting at the way she looks and like trying to tidy her hair up. Yeah, you can mark off quite a few expensive gems.
Yeah,
not that many.
Maybe how much are we spending? Like 100? No, like 200 and 300 gold, say. So I'll take off from
no
gems.
Yeah, take off 300 gold's worth of gems.
Yeah, and the rest are in my blooming pocket.
So 6 off of that, so that'd be 20.
You are really very irresponsible with money when it comes to wedding outfits.
It's fashion.
Has anyone ever told you that? Yes. That doesn't mean
there are things that have importance here.
Yes. I'm just not sure we agree at all on what they are.
Well, it's not like we have much use for this wealth that we have here.
I'm hoping there'll be a later, Jakule.
If there is a later, then wealth will not be a worry. Assuming we manage to overthrow Strahd himself.
Does the outside world not run on gold, then?
I suppose so, but I suppose Strahd also has masses and masses of gold himself, which will be
come on,
ownerless.
Jakule. You know how these things happen to us. If we do manage to beat him, we will almost undoubtedly be left running for our lives out of a rapidly collapsing castle. I mean, I will be delighted if they're like, oh, and he's dead, and now you have inherited a castle. Although I'm not too wild on setting the precedent that if you walk into a castle and murder the owner, you then own the castle. Because that's the sort of thing that could sound like it could come back to very metaphorically and literally haunt us.
Yes, but we have, I mean, we've got this wealth. What's the point of having it if we're not going to spend it?
Because there's a lot of people that are going to need help.
Yes, and we have just helped a lovely lady doing very well in her profession.
No, those gems are for the middle of Katrina's dress. Yes,
but of course she's getting paid, I assume, by Katrina herself or Strahd. Mm-hmm.
I would imagine.
Yes, and that will add to the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Having some gems just sitting in a pouch, in somewhere is not helping anyone. I'm strapped for cash. This is not a big.
Well, it depends on how many dressmaking shops you go in for as to how long we are not strapped for cash for.
Well, I think it was a worthy expense.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go find a woodcarver and wildly overpay them.
Why do you need a woodcarver?
It's a long story, but I need a crocodile with wheels.
Ah, I see. Oh, there was that.
We would like to find a woodcarver going nowhere near, and I can't stress this enough, Blinsky's Toys. Nowhere near. Literally anywhere else.
I think the ideal person for this...
Nope, don't say it.
...is not going to be able to do
Yeah, that's why we're not going anywhere near his shop. or the smoking crater where his shop used to be, because it will just be sad. It'll be sad and depressing.
So
I don't want to do it.
There's the Cracked Anvil. There's La Crèche Tannery. Endless Delights. Valaki Wagon Repairs.
That sounds
the
promising.
Apothecary.
Weird.
And Arsak's Goods Stockyard.
Right, let's go to the wagon repairs place.
Yeah. Good enough, I guess.
Yep. Good enough was apparently the watchword of that particular deal.
If you have some artistic sense, you could maybe on a log, you could cast a minor illusion and then have the exact positioning where you'd like them to carve to create this piece.
Yes.
It would make their jobs a lot easier.
It would. You're right. It's a great plan. I'm glad I thought of it.
Yep, you make it to the wagon repairs. You would be aware that these the owner is a guy called Terrell. You've never really interacted with him before, but you're aware that he has fixed the wagon family before.
Knock on the, warehouse door.
Yep.
Is it
big, tall? It's like the house, and then quite a tall kind of garage type thing next to it.
Hello.
Yes. Very oldish man, probably in his 60s. Got the kind of pox-marked skin. Bald on the top, but hair quite long still. You can see sweat marks in his armpit and his groin. Greasy clothes stuck to his skin. Smell of gone-off wine.
Filling me with confidence. Hello, Terrell. How are you?
Yes. What do you want?
I am looking for somebody who could construct in a hurry a small kind of child's ride-along toy with wheels.
Linksy.
Yeah, no, other than him.
No.
For, quite a large amount of money.
How much money?
Well, how much would you usually charge for that sort of job?
It's the first time. He looks at Jakule and his armor. Looks at you. 2,000 gold.
Oh, come on. I mean, there's ridiculous, and then there's ridiculous.
Go to Blinksy then.
You genuinely don't want the business?
I would not think there are many wagon repairs going on at this time.
1,500 gold.
500, and that's because we want it in a hurry. It's not a wagon. It's a log with wheels, roughly shaped to look like a crocodile.
What's a dial?
Minor illusion. One of those.
Hate it.
Simple. You just got a long bit, and then a bumpy bit, and then a pointy bit on the end.
Then
Slap
make
some
it
wheels
yourself.
I don't have to. I have a large pouch full of gold, which I could give to you, or I could give to somebody else. Somebody mildly more reasonable.
He looks at his door. Anyone else here want to make crocodile?
There is nobody else here.
Oh, that is bad news for you.
And for you, you're the business person.
It is very good news for me.
How's the wine?
He spits to the floor.
Why is everybody I talk to so unreasonable these days? Is it me, Jakule? Is it something that I say? Is there just some aura that I carry that makes every single shopkeeper that I approach immediately decide to be awkward? Because it seems to be happening a lot these days. All I want is to give somebody a reasonable amount of money in order to have them make me a child's toy.
Go to Blinksy then.
That is going to be a sad and depressing trip.
Yeah, but we'd probably get it for half the price.
Fine.
As this guy said, there are other options out there if he doesn't want the money.
Which he clearly doesn't.
Yeah, then I guess we go to Blinksky. Or I think there were some other workshops around here. Maybe there's that wholesale workshop. We can try them as well.
Yes, you try them.
We can go to the Burgermeister as well. I'm sure he has some specialized craftsmen. He does owe us many favors as well, considering we saved his daughter, we saved the town, we killed the werewolves. Yeah.
I mean, he at least would be grateful.
Yeah, of course. I think he'll manage to do it. Maybe he'll requisition this doofus and get it for free.
Oh, maybe we could ask him to do that.
Yeah, because I think he does owe us enough.
He really does. We did, after all, slaughter an entire werewolf pack, save the town and everyone in it.
Yeah.
Fine.
So,
a good word with Burgermeister. Of
course.
Obviously.
It depends on the quality of the final
don't think we need to question this fine gentleman's quality. We can just promise to sing the quality of the finished work all over town.
Yeah, exactly. As whatever it comes out as, we will preach to the Burgermeister himself.
When do you need it by?
2 days.
I have to finish this cart for wedding. Apparently, people cannot walk. Good for me.
Yes. But I'm sure you can manage both. It's not like we're asking you to do half a dozen carts. And even that, I think, would probably be within your skill set, yes?
And I'm sure you have apprentices and assistants who could...
No. They leave.
It's nice that you give them, a good solid start in life and then send them on their way.
Here's the deal. Put in good words with Burgermeister. Maybe I get invited for dinner.
I mean, obviously that will be down to him. But maybe.
Then is 1,000 gold.
500 gold.
1,000.
It's a log with wheels.
Then make it yourself.
I don't want to make it myself. Are we just going around in really big circles? That's kind of ironic for a wagon wheel maker. I'll meet you in the middle and give you 750.
Fine.
And that's because I like your face.
Look at his face, it's like... My last part of the deal is not negotiable. He looks to Jakule. He never speaks to me again. Ever.
I'll shrug and then give a little nod. And not say
your terms are acceptable.
I'm just going to stop for a second. I know I occasionally stop and get in chat. I got the most lovely message from Jeff. Thank you very much. Saying, when are you going to upload these episodes? I need to see them.
Good work, Jeff. We send messages like that all the time as well.
we got a bank holiday at the moment, so hopefully I will try and get, if I'm good, I can get like 2 done a day. So
if I can just spin you back a couple of weeks, I've got a week off, so I'll be uploading an episode a week. Remember that one?
I've seen him up
2 a day.
Yeah.
And I've just started playing Final Fantasy 14, and it's really fun.
Ooh,
from Texas. We've got like a following in Texas. I don't get it, but I hope it's not too stormy there for you, mate. Where was he? Yes, so he never talks to me.
Done.
Ever.
Done. Unless, through some weird twist of fate, to not do so would be to endanger your life, or something like that. Something of appropriate severity. Because
Put my hand on Elyan's shoulder and I'll
I mean, these things do happen to us in particular, right?
I'll shrug and I'll gesture to the guy, and then I'll kind of like make a symbol for money.
Oh, you pay up front. Pay up
half,
front.
Half now, half at the end. That's how it works. We will pay him and then leave at speed before he changes his mind.
What am I taking off our kitty then?
375.
We don't have that in gold. We have it copper, 4,500.
I love the idea of paying this guy in copper.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. I'll leave you that. You can exchange coppers up for gold and stuff like that.
That's very kind of you. I just leave him with a small mountain of copper pieces.
What is it? Is it 10? So it's like 4,000 copper is like 40 gold?
Something like that, I think.
Okay.
I think it goes 10, 10, 10.
10, 10, 10. If 4,000 is 400 silver.
Is 40. Yeah.
Okay.
Money.
We'll work it out.
Maths. Right. Numbers. We leave.
Where do you want to go?
I'll get rid of gems.
Where do we want to go?
It's now about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. If you remember, you guys, they left at like 9 in the morning. And then you guys went back to bed for 9 hours. You guys
8 hours.
You guys had a full-on deep sleep snooze.
Fine, 9 hours.
Oh, here we go. Golemir, Ledge. Cheers, mate.
So reliable.
It is 10.
Jakule, so shall we go back to the Blue Water and get some dinner?
Yeah.
And then see if anything happens.
Okay, I have deducted the money. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I've distributed it from bits of gems and jewelry.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Got. Okay.
You make your way back?
Yep. Food.
Second.
We're definitely not talking to the Burgomaster about this guy, are we?
No. Have you not seen the way Bronwyn twitches when anybody mentions him at all?
I thought
I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain she could sense it from where she is right now, and we could put her off her aim at a critical moment.
Yeah, fair enough. Just wanted to confirm.
You go back to the Blue Water Inn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You can see Casimir is still stood outside.
Casimir, have you moved? We've been gone like 3 hours.
Yes, of course I've moved.
Have you though?
Oh crap, we have even... Sorry, yeah, I was just looking at the loot. We have like another page with all the Amber Temple stuff as well. I was just looking at the werewolf den. We are very rich.
Yes! Okay. I know. Why do you think I'm spending money like water?
Yeah. You're complaining about a couple of gems.
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Let's eat some food. Casimir, do you want some lunch? Dinner? What's the time?
We'll make you something anyway.
Yeah. You can see his eyes as he's squinting, and it's almost like he's trying to look up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of, when someone's just staring intently, just stood there staring.
I'll stop next to him and say, "They'll be all right, Casimir. It'll be all right. They've got this, and we've got this."
Will they have even reached the summit by now? It's a hard climb.
I'm sure they'll be all right.
I know they'll be all right. I mean,
as the sun is beginning to set the sky, the mist begins to close in again. Crescent moon really be sort of the glow seen through the mists.
let's get inside.
Yeah.
As you say that, you hear a trumpet horn from the west gate.
Oh.
Is that the horn that Sir Istval carries with him?
No, a single blast.
Is that like
Or
an
we could
alarm
just,
horn?
or we could run. We could run towards the west gate and see what that noise was. Let's do that. I feel like a run.
Yeah.
I start running.
I will follow Elyan.
Yeah. You can see a few of the guards are as well. And the Burgermeister's come in as well. See him run in from the Burgermeister, but he is dressed in quite formal wear.
Oh.
Seems his dinner has been interrupted. Seems to be a bit of confusion on the door and on the gate above West Gate.
I'll go towards the stairs to get up.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
What do we see?
As you look out, there's a procession arrived on foot. Currently 5 people recognize Dmitry Kreskov, the Burgermeister of Kresk, his wife Anna, 2 other guards, and they seem to be carrying and a 3rd guard with them.
How the people that the mobile ones, do they look injured?
They do indeed.
Yeah.
The Burgermeister gets to the roof.
What is going on here?
It's the Burgermeister of Kresk, by the looks of things.
And they look like they've had a hard journey.
This gate's the one that's blocked up, isn't it?
It is indeed. He calls up.
As was written in the old ways between our people, the West Gate will open to the Burgermeister of Kresk. I, Dmitry Kreskov, call once more. I extend the hand of friendship between us. Open the gate.
I turn to look at the Burgermeister.
You hear him muttering under his breath.
It's a metaphor. Five of them. We don't know.
While this is going on, I'll be like tying a rope to the. Well, I guess they'll have a rope there.
They do indeed have some ropes there.
Getting ready to climb down to give assistance to the injured people.
We don't. Jakule, do you have any magic that can tell what they are?
What do you mean, what they are?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What they are?
It's the Burgermeister of Kresk.
Yes. Great. It looks like the Burgermeister of Kresk.
I don't think Strahd will be sending his creatures around just before the wedding.
Yeah, he won't.
In the distance, to the west, you can hear the howls of wolves in the forest.
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess insight. I'll kind of glance down at them. It's like they seem legit.
From what you remember of Dimitri, he's quite a proud man, traditional.
Yeah.
He's there with his wife. As you look towards them, you see one of the guard who is down. Is the guard you helped called Ivan.
Okay.
Looks conscious.
I'm gonna grab the rope and start climbing down.
Yep.
They need our help.
Yes, just
Vargas.
don't necessarily trust your eyes, Jakule, yeah? This is Barovia.
I'll be cautious.
I will lean on the parapet and surreptitiously below the level of the wall knock an arrow on my bow just so I'm ready.
Yeah. A lot of the other guards with their crossbows will do very similar.
Okay. I'm down, I guess. I'll head towards them.
You get lowered down on the rope. You can see the other two guards with him, one you recognise but name you never learned. And the one
We don't talk to the little people, for sure.
but Ivan, who is the guard who gave his hat to Red.
Oh.
And if you remember, you helped his wife, Amelia, during childbirth, is unconscious and not moving.
I will rush forward.
As you get closer, you can see he's very pale.
Okay. I can assist you.
Dimitri.
He's a good man. Not leave him for the wolves.
I can
Tell
help
him to open the gate.
West Gate has been destroyed. It is barricaded. Let me heal your people, and then we can either you can take the rope up, or you can go to the other gate. I'll rush forward.
The West Gate must stay open for Kresk.
We can talk to this after I've saved your. After I've saved Ivan, I'll rush forward. Put my hand on him. I'll cast Spare the Dying just to get him stabilized.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. As you touch him, he is ice cold to the touch, and you can see he has been heavily bitten, dragged to the floor. You can see he's muddied up. Yeah, he's gone. As you go over, the Burgermeister comes.
A good friend.
I will clamber down the rope and approach the group.
I will ask them to lay Ivan down.
Hear more howls, this time closer, coming from.
Once more, I ask you, Burgermeister to Burgermeister, open the West Gate.
My lord, the West Gate is open. Unfortunately, the gateway has been blocked. Can we offer to assist you in bypassing this unfortunate obstacle? It is no slight, merely an unfortunate sign of the difficult circumstances that Valaki has experienced of late. Something that I'm sure you understand.
Spits to the side.
The Sunset Gate never sets, never closes.
The gate is very much not shut.
He looks to the two guards next to him and issues them forwards as they try to start opening the gateway.
The
It's a
gateway
pile
is
of rubble.
blocked.
Yeah.
The gate is basically as open as it can get due to mostly not being there anymore.
You can hear Burgermeister name
Vargas?
Vargas cursing under his breath from upstairs on the wall.
I will move closer to is it Dimitri, the Kresk Burgermaster?
Yep.
And I will drop my voice so that it's not carrying to the people around us. My lord, there is no insult here. Let us get your people within the walls where they can rest. We have a rope, or we can conduct you to one of the other gates that are actually functional.
Oh. The sunset gate.
You can see him almost shaking now.
Does not set. It does not close.
Can I get an insight check on him, please? Because this strikes me as some weird behavior.
He looks exhausted. He looks tired beyond words. As you look amongst the people with him, you think they left with more than the 5 who have made it.
Yeah. Please, my lord, come with me. Find rest. Find shelter. You are welcome within the walls. Come with me. For your people, if nothing else.
He looks round behind him, to his wife, to his 2 remaining guards, and down to the corpse. His guards. He looks to his wife, Anna. Just as she shakes her head.
This is not right. This is not right, Dimitri. Should not know.
Come within the walls. Be safe. Rest. We cannot...
West gate is the gate to Kresk.
The west gate was struck repeatedly with lightning and collapsed. The people of Valaki had to fill it with rubble to keep the werewolves out. That is the reality of it. There is no symbolism here other than that which you choose to give it. And you choose to give it at the expense both of the relationship between Kresk and Valaki and of your own people who are tired and injured.
Give me a persuasion. It's a good one.
Oh,
22. No, wait, 32. Crit.
critical.
What?
Well, that's something.
Is that enough?
Something. He kind of looks up to you and nods. And to your surprise, you see Vargas being lowered down. He's still a plump man at best. He kind of comes on the wall outside. A nod.
My apologies, Dimitri. Unfortunately, you catch me at a bad time. Perhaps and request your aid. It seem I am outside of the walls of Valaki. Only the north gate is open at this late hour. You do me the honor of guiding me to it.
Dimitri.
Yes, I think that is acceptable. But my honor guard is not what it once was.
What happened, Burgomaster? What did you encounter?
Oh, just the wolves. Just the wolves.
Start trudging their way around the north.
I will carry Ivan's body with me.
Yeah.
I will surreptitiously kind of circle the group, and I'll cue Jakule in on this before I start doing it so that he can look too. But I'm just going to circle around the group and just check. I presume they've got wolf bites, but I'm checking for any sign of werewolf bites, which are gonna be bigger.
No, it looks wolves.
Good, fine.
I'll be kind of going through an inventory in my head of what gems we have, and I'll be trying to remember which, what diamonds we have to try and sum up in my an approximate worth for the spell.
The majority of the gems that were best for the dress were unfortunately.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Come on.
Because I will go back to that dressmaker's right now.
We have a lot of gems.
Who wants diamonds on a wedding dress anyway? They were looking for off color.
All right. From the.
As you start making it round, you can see the wolves at the edge of the forest with all the spikes with the wolves' heads and werewolves' heads on. They don't approach. Upon the wall, there is the occasional crossbow bolt loose into the woodlands, and a couple of times you hear yelps.
Wow, they've really worked on being better shots. I like it.
You guys have done a good job and got them some actual decent equipment. I'm not gonna lie.
Like silvered weapons as well.
Silvered weapons and good crossbow bolts, and yeah.
Wow.
And the hunters joined them, if you remember.
So out of the 60 gems, 30 pieces of jewelry.
It would be you'd probably be able to do it, but it would be a good percentage of it. So a lot of that stuff, it needs to be 1,000 gold pieces, doesn't it?
For me, it's 500.
Oh, is it only 500? Okay, about half
More
of
specialized.
it. It would be about 500. What are you?
Yeah, it's raised dead. A diamond worth 500 GP.
Nice. Back in 30 seconds.
It takes me time to cast it. It's an hour long.
Cool. Just take a quick break and do a quick shout out. Thank you, Golomir. Is linking some interesting stuff. So, like I was just saying, like I'd like the idea of doing a strongholds type thing. Game and buildings and to expand that way.
Yeah, creating a base and stuff like that is quite interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And mapping it out yourself as well.
Yeah, and it would be a good gold sink and stuff like that to kind of be putting money into doing it up and all that.
Exactly.
An actual more purpose for the ridiculous amount of loot you can get. So.
Yeah. It's nice to have goals for gold.
Yeah.
Whereas it's just like, look, all this gold we have.
Yeah, it's like, we want to find something to spend it on. Why does no one have epic artifacts lying around?
Cheers, buddy.
Nice. That critical persuasion.
Oh my days.
Get
Yeah,
inside.
that was enough to get Vargas down. It's like
Yeah.
critical persuasion. Okay, even Vargas will listen to that
Yeah.
and realise that he needs to get this person inside the walls.
Yeah. Pretty sweet.
As you're making your way round the walls towards the north gate, you can hear as you're carrying. Let's forget this god's name. As you're carrying Ivan, you can hear Anna saying to Dmitri, "Shall we say to his wife, Emira?"
I'll kind of say it may not be his end.
You can do that?
I have not tried here, but perhaps. Do not lose hope yet.
Make your way round slowly to the north gate.
As we're traveling,
Yep.
Can I go ahead of them? My aim is to get back to the Blue Water Inn quite swiftly and find Casimir and Sir Istval before the Kresk party starts making a very audible show as they're coming into the town.
Ooh.
So you want like him to come out and meet them?
No, quite the opposite.
You want no one there?
He's gonna blame himself for like the Kresk party losing half of their people. Yep. So I want to cue Casimir in that Sir Istval is going to need some moral support really soon.
Okay.
That's what I want to do before he finds out.
Right. Nice. Yeah, you run back and speak to Casimir, who is still stood like squinting at this mountain. It's like,
that's true stalker love there for you.
It's got some Edward Cullen, is it, from Twilight? Stalker love. Bronwyn's just going to wake up and he's just going to be looking over her.
Oh no.
No, bad. I can't remember how the timelines are matching up in my head. I presume it would be inconvenient to cast Sending at this point, so I'm going to wait a few more hours.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. If you can turn your focus to Sir Istval, Casimir, I'll give it a couple more hours and then I'll send a Sending up the mountain and find out what's happened. Staring won't help anybody, but you can help the paladin right now. You know he'll blame himself.
See him focus in for a second and turns round. Speak to him.
Thank you. I'll leave you to it.
Down through the centre main road. They make their way into the town and the doors are shut behind.
I'll rejoin the party as they're coming down the main road.
Yeah. Vargas is offering for him, Dmitri, to stay in his house. And he won't have room for the guards, but he'll be under his house guard. Recommends the Blue Water Inn for them. Or if they want to work, they are more than...
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ivan into the Blue Water Inn, take him to his body to one of the rooms, and start setting up for this little ritual.
Ishtavald sees him.
I wince.
What happened here?
The party coming to attend the wedding was... they had a hard journey.
When did they leave?
See him doing the maths in his head.
Why is that relevant? I don't understand.
I slept.
No, it would have been much longer than that. Party on foot from Kresk.
Would have been this morning. It's a full day.
Yeah. Probably closer to a day and a half.
What killed him?
I looked to Jakule.
Wolves. Definitely wolves.
Yeah. I believe it was wolves, but I'm not going to abandon this man yet. I'm going to just kind of stalk.
I gave them my word I would sort that issue for. This land. I'm done with this land. This stops. There will be no more senseless death here.
That is what we are working for, is it not?
We bring this Strahd to justice. Any who follow him, all of his agents will pay the same price as him. Enough is enough.
We focus our efforts on him first and foremost. We slay him, this land will be free.
Must speak to the Burgermeister. Apologize.
Stood next to him. Casimir. I will come.
Speak to him together.
Pushes himself to his feet.
Time for rest is over.
But the time to act is not yet now. Don't throw this away by being hasty.
See, Casimir puts a hand on his shoulder, a strong hand, a firm hand.
Soon it will be time. Soon. Show me to the Burgermeister.
He gives you a nod. Pushes himself to his feet. And see him trying to rub some life back into his hip. See, hobbles out into the cold night. Casimir by his side.
I will catch Casimir's eye as they're going and just give him a small nod.
What do you do?
I'm going to take Ivan into the room, and I'm going to set up to try and sort through the gems, get about 500 gold pieces worth of diamond, or however much that would be.
How long does it take?
It's an hour. And
Can I join you in like 45 minutes?
I will need to concentrate, and I am not 100% sure if this will work in this place.
all the more reason for you to have somebody with you. I'll be very quiet.
Very well. Right.
I can be quiet.
Start the
Been quiet
ritual.
loads.
Yeah. So this is the spell.
If I want to,
What
I can be
is
the
making
quietest
me
person ever.
a bit worried is if the creature's soul is both willing and at liberty to rejoin the body, the creature returns to life. So that's where I'm a bit unsure, but I will attempt it. So I'll basically set out the gems. I'll kind of sit and kind of set up the ritual and start praying to Soon to bring back this good man.
You
Beautiful soul.
think it might be easier in the church?
Okay. As soon as I start realizing that, I will ask Elyan's assistance in taking the body over there and into the hallowed ground. Is it still hallowed?
It is indeed very
Nice.
very much so.
I will go to the altar of the Leaning Church, Pisa, and I will start the ritual there. Praying to Soon, asking for this, the beautiful soul of this man to return to his slightly less beautiful body. And yeah, I will spend an hour meditation on that.
Elyan, you.
I stand around in the church feeling awkward and out of place.
As you get about 20 minutes into the ritual, one of the guards who you had not seen before from Kresk makes their way in.
I catch his eye and put a finger to my lips. And then move towards him to have a quiet conversation.
As you do, he turns to the side. He's been about 30-ish, looking very similar to the other sorts of people you've seen from Kresk.
Mm-hmm.
And then as he turns back...
sort of drifts gently towards the hilt of my sword because I'm Barovian and thus immediately suspicious.
As he turns back, he ages before your eyes very quickly until he becomes Rudolph Vitten.
As he starts to change, my sword leaps out of its sheath and it's just in an arc towards him, and I'll check it before it makes contact.
Yep.
But I will make a point of having drawn it and it having been stopped mid-swing.
So he becomes very tall, stands straight, fierce look. Almost looks kind of like Jim Carrey in Series of Unfortunate Events. That kind of very angular face to him, the hair back.
Nice to see you.
Ascending. You sent me a sending to come to your aid. Do you take me for some fool? Some fool who does not know what is going on in this land?
I took you for somebody who gave us no way to contact you.
For a reason.
Well,
I told you what I was doing.
He stops for a second and listens. Hears someone, not even walking that close, but footsteps. Just stops. They start to lead away.
Told you what I was doing. Not to contact me. So
no, you
what
didn't.
is so important?
You didn't tell us what you were doing, and you didn't tell us not to contact you. You literally said, talk to me once you get back from the werewolf den.
I said I would talk to you.
No, you didn't. Nope. Yep. So, you were going to tell us about the location of the wizard.
I found him. He's cast magic on himself to make himself a fool. It's the only way he could hide his mind from Strahd. He's useless to me, he's useless to you.
Well, Jakule can probably fix that.
Couldn't find any of his magical artifacts. He's hidden them somewhere. The staff is gone. The book is gone. He's just rambling fool.
Where is he?
North of the lake.
Still quite a broad area.
He travels there.
Could you just mark it on this map, please?
Circle quite a large area.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Probably about 5 miles long by about half a mile thick.
Great. Well, once Jakule has finished one way or the other, I'll talk to him about what he could do there. I'm fairly certain there's some restoration magic he can cast.
Does he want to be saved?
The wizard? Are you're asking me if somebody who has spent literally their entire life changing the world based on their intellect wants to spend the rest of their life as a fool?
Sometimes when you are beaten so bad, so comprehensively, knowing that others died for you and you achieved nothing, maybe even made your enemy stronger as was. Does he want to be saved?
Yes, he wants to be saved because he thinks he can still do some good. He can still win.
So sure.
No, well, we're different people, aren't we?
Yes, I'm a realist. I'm someone who has actually fought monsters like this my whole life and won.
Well, let's hope that victory is still within our grasp. One last fight, right?
So what's your plan?
Can't tell you. Operational security.
So why did you call?
To find out where the wizard was. You said you would tell us after we came back from the werewolf den. He's my friend.
But are you his friend?
Why does that matter?
You would rather put him in danger.
I'd rather give him the choice.
You do not think he made that choice?
I think he made the choice under those circumstances at that time. And I think he's in a place where he can't choose to change his mind. So I'll give him that choice.
What if he says no? What if he says I'm done?
Then that will be his choice, and he can slink off into the shadows just as much as he wants to.
Once more.
Or he
you
could
will
choose...
put him in danger. You know that what you face can read your mind. What you face can read your thoughts. What you face hunts him.
I think he would want me to give him that opportunity. I can't ask him. I'll just have to make my mind up based on what I know of him.
Then let me. I will ask him on your...
Nope.
You'll never truly know where he is.
What?
As soon as you know, if he doesn't join you, and you lose. Or the vampire reads your mind. Knows your secrets, knows your thoughts, your information. Which way is? Did you contemplate?
If he chooses to go back into obscurity and hiding...
What if he can't?
What does that mean? What if he can't?
I can't. No more can I hide where I am.
And the time is coming when you won't have to, one way or the other, isn't it?
I haven't yet decided. throw my dice with yours.
That's your decision. But I think if you look at what we've achieved, then you'll see that your odds are better with, or at least working at the same time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Tell me your plan.
If nothing else, will be a loud distraction for you, hey? We're going to go to a wedding, and then I imagine, because we are who we are most likely going to strenuously object.
So your plan is, just so I'm clear, to go into the spider's web, where he is strongest, where he is at his full power, where you have failed once before.
Where one of us has failed once before.
And one who is more powerful than all of you combined.
I think I would dispute that. He was very powerful. It's true. But all of us combined, we've done a lot.
I've
We've
heard
faced
the
a lot.
stories of him, if half of them are true. Fine. Be a distraction. I may come. Either way, I'm as good as dead.
Well then, might as well throw the dice,
For a while, I was worried that you wanted me to be bait.
No. That's not our methods.
You know what? Strahd will to get his claws on me.
I honestly don't care. I'm not feeding somebody to that monster just to get a slight edge. That's not who I am.
It's not who you are.
It's not who I was then either. And honestly, if I meet one more person in this entire blighted land who wants to use that as a stick to beat me with, I am going to get very cross. So I'm going to say the same thing to you. Stop. Because I'm done. Now, is there anything else of any actual worth that we have to exchange here and now, or are you leaving again? Because my friend is busy and I don't want to interrupt him with shouting. I take it we're done then. Put your hat back on. And shut the door on your way out.
See him kind of stopping, contemplating.
Rush into decisions. Let your anger control you. Your reliability.
I don't know.
Not just to yourself, but to everyone. Control your temper. Look how easy I was able to control you.
Oh, no. You don't get to turn around after the fact and dress that up as some kind of manipulation because I can see you getting riled.
Done nothing to me.
Don't play pretend.
Affected me not at all.
It's tiring. And a waste of both our time.
You're good at reading people. Look into my eyes.
Is this conversation getting us anywhere?
Control yourself. Maybe of use to me.
Well, you may be of use to me. So we'll have to see what happens, won't we?
Find your mage.
I will. Thank you for your help.
Damn him like you've damned us all.
Oh, and again with the parting cheap shot. Off you trot.
He puts his hat back on, turns away from you. As he turns back, see he now looks like this mid-30-year-old Resk guard. It's more.
I watch him go and then shut the door gently, wishing I could slam it loudly, but Jakule is in the middle of a ritual.
And the chapel would probably fall down.
Yeah, my mind does also go back with a slightly guilty tinge to the time when I thunder waved it open. But my brother was calling for help, so I don't feel that guilty.
As he's leaving, he'll... Yes, I thank you for your blessings, fathers.
Travel safe.
Enjoy my stay here.
Enjoy the wedding. I shut the door. What Bronwyn ever saw in him, I do not know. I go perch on a pew and watch the rest of the ritual. Hopefully.
Jakule, it's tiring work.
Mm-hmm.
Doing this by yourself here is strenuous. It takes you longer than expected. As you finish and complete the ritual, you feel the completion of the magic, and the spell is done.
Mm-hmm.
The diamonds become pale and crack and turn into powder.
I've already taken gems off.
There's currently no movement from the altar.
I'll have had my hand on him the whole time because I need to have been touching the body. So
yeah, as you've got your hand on, there is a sharp, and then a hand comes up and grabs onto your chest.
Arrow, string, pointed.
I'll keep my grip on the body, hopefully now revived.
Cool.
Ivan.
Where am I, Jakule?
Ivan, you are back.
The others, are they safe?
Some. The Burgermeister is fine. His wife is here too. And 2 other guards.
Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Did not know it was possible to bring someone.
Yeah, it's a real experience. Did anyone speak to you? Did you feel anyone pulling? No? Okay.
It's just dark.
Okay.
Swamp.
Just right.
That's what it is.
I believe in this place. Perhaps.
For now.
For now.
That's going to change soon.
If the
Tries to sit up. It's very uneasy.
Yeah, he's got death ordeal.
I will take I will go the other side to support him along with Jakule.
Mm-hmm.
I will take the sword I will take the side that leaves my sword arm free.
Yes. Yeah, you help him to his feet.
I'll say it'll take time.
He is cold to the touch still. He's very, very cold to the touch.
It will take some time and a lot of rest to recover.
It's a miracle.
There's a miracle well worth spending.
It is. It's by the intercession of Lady Soon, the goddess of beauty, and her primary servant, Jakule.
Yes. She has acknowledged the beauty of your soul.
Also, she makes porridge.
I will look very questioningly at Elyan.
Don't look at me like that. I've seen it happen.
You can see one of the other guards is waiting outside. The one who was his friend, whose name you never got. As soon as you kind of limp your way out of the chapel, he comes running over and grabs Ivan in a fierce embrace. And then drops to his knees in front of you, Jakule.
Oh, wow. No, that is a private gratitude kind of thing.
Like properly head to the floor, drops to his knees.
I mean, I know he's pretty, but okay.
There is no need for that. No need at all.
Get up. He stays on the floor.
Friends. And I'll kind of put my hand under his elbow. Get up, friend. Just remember to tell people.
Yes, I shall tell them all.
Tell them.
Barovia once more. Barovia once more has a saint.
Oh, shit.
That's what Jakule says.
No, this
Saint Jakule. First of his name.
Tell them about Jakule, about what he did. Tell them what this says. Tell them that the darkness is waning. Tell them that there is hope. Tell them that this land will be free. Go amongst them and give them hope.
He can't believe his eyes as he's looking upon Ivan. You've looked better. Rest. I will let Dmitri know. You will be pleased, friend. You saved my life and were brave beyond brave. You are an honor to your name. Shall let your wife and your stupidly named daughter know. He nods and leaves.
Really hope that's a private joke, because otherwise that's just really weird timing.
He chuckles. Ivan chuckles and winces a little bit. I would like to rest now.
You will need
there are beds in the Blue Water Inn. It's just along there, and I'll give him directions.
I will help him to pick the inn.
Yep.
I'll kind of once we get to the inn and the Ivan's going inside, I'll kind of tug Jakule's shoulder for.
He needs aid. He can't go by himself.
We'll take him upstairs and put him to bed.
Yep.
And then I'll find a moment for a quiet word with Jakule privately.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think a saint is? What does it mean to you, that word?
From what I believe, a saint is a true messenger of their divine being.
And what do you think?
Follow.
And what do you think you are?
I do not believe myself to be a saint. I am not that connected to Soon. However, if the people of this land need that, if this is something that they need.
You call upon Soon, and she feeds the hungry and gives the thirsty water to drink. You call upon Soon, and she closes wounds of the injured people. You call upon Soon, and the dead rise to life. Saint, he called you, and I wouldn't say that it's wrong.
I do not know if I am worthy of that title.
Then be worthy. take it and carry it and use it as a beacon to drive back the mist and the darkness and the despair that clouds these people. All I have is words. You have light and life and porridge.
I take your point.
Don't fight it, wield it.
I'll stand up straighter and kind of like put my hand to the mirror on my side, and I'll nod.
Good. Also, I need your help because one of my friends is a mad, bibbling idiot, and I was hoping that you could restore his sanity.
Your friend?
Yes.
Who?
The wizard, Mordenkainen.
You know his location?
Well, there's sort of a circle on this map. So, roughly.
That is a wide circle.
Yes, I know, but he needs our help. He can't... He changed himself according to that god I was talking to. He changed himself into a fool to hide. So we need to release him because he can't do it himself. He needs me, and I need you.
Of course, I will help you. Allies is what we were looking for, and he was our goal. I do not know if I will be able to break whatever magic is on him, or even if we will be able to find him, but
well,
we'll do what we can.
Adam, thinking about that kind of terrain and the area we have to search, do I think this is something that the pair of us could manage, or is it going to take all of us?
You would think so. Probably.
Oh, fine.
Once you got there, 5 hours searching that area. It's probably you probably just need to walk along that area along that mountain strip that he.
Okay.
We can do it.
Could I? How do I prepare different spells? Do I need to? Is it a short rest or a long rest?
It's a long rest.
Long rest.
And it is dark out there. You're going to go in night time?
No, because we're Barovian.
I tempt you. You've got a saint with you now, though. You might as well go in night time.
I have a saint with me. That's why I'm going to take him out and feed him to wolves. Because martyrdom is what he needs to seal his legend now, you understand?
I can learn I can prepare the locate person spell, which is 1,000 feet.
With that, it'd be much easier.
I can show you what he looks like.
Yeah. I would need a long rest to prepare this, though.
We're not going at night, Jakule.
Yes.
You've literally just been hailed as a saint. I'm not going to be the person that takes you out into the middle of in the wilds, in the middle of the darkness, and has you get eaten by wolves. That is not my place in this legend. Okay?
Yeah, fair enough.
We've got Master Tracker Golemir with us, which is just follow the trail of drool and licked windows.
Nice.
No, in Barovia, windows lick you. And
right.
All mimics.
Anything else we want to do?
Adam, is it late enough that I could send a sending to Bronwyn and get an update? Do we think?
Say yes.
Cool.
Is Bronwyn in chat?
She certainly was.
So she can actually say what they say back.
Sweet. There she is. In which case, Jakule, find something to do. This sending is going to take me a little longer than normal. Just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
Timing wise, this is the end of their adventure yesterday. Is where we're up to.
Okay.
But only
Perfect.
just by skin of your teeth.
Can Can you give me a summary of what happened at the end of their adventure?
I'll see what Bronwyn sends back.
Yeah. Easily,
she has 25 words.
The closest combat I think we have ever had to being a TPK.
Wow.
It was so close. So, for anyone who watched the fight yesterday, it was so close.
Some pretty useful. What was it? What was the spell again? Death Wards.
Oh, Death Ward is amazing.
It's a very useful spell. It lasts so long. Is the thing. It's just it's.
It was a good one, Golemir. It really was. It was. Oh man. Yeah. If it wasn't for Death Ward, I think it would have been at least 2 people dead, maybe TPK.
Yeah, it's such a good spell. It's like it's not a concentration one. It lasts 8 hours. It's just like click.
Yeah.
25 words. Oh yes. The sending I sent was, tomorrow morning we are going to the north of the lake to seek the wizard and restore his sanity. How goes it with you all? You can respond to this message.
Please respond to this message. Well, I'm here. Jeff, are you still in chat? I'm going to make a promise to Jeff. I promise I will get 2 episodes uploaded tomorrow. and if I do not, I will send Jeff a set of dice.
You may as well just send your address now, because like. Anything else we want to be doing for the night? I think we're pretty much set.
No, that would bankrupt me, Gollum. I'm not gonna lie, mate. I want to see a picture of them, of them real ones.
People on podcast are like, what is going on? Adam's talking to chat again.
Yeah.
And saying fought dragon and one and oh.
Shall we read that out?
Bronwyn, Jakule Bronwyn says they have slayed the bride. They fought a dragon and won. She says they have the dragon skull. All in all, a success.
The dragon skull, the one.
She said the. She's not the type to use imprecise language.
Wow, that sounds like an incredible success. If nothing, that gives us a lot more to do within the 2 days left.
But I told them we're going to seek the wizard.
Yes. Yeah. Can you send another message? Should we
just use all my spell slots on sending?
Well, we're going to sleep.
It's a good job you're a full caster.
We can take our time with the searching for them, and we can then, or should we group up then to head to the knight's place?
Yes.
This sounds very promising. A lot to do within the 2 days.
The door opens, and Sir Istevald walks in with Casimir behind him. Sir Istevald looks red-cheeked and red-eyed.
Sir Istevald, Casimir.
He just kind of pushes you to the side. Jakule.
Sir Istevald.
He puts his hand out.
I'll take his hand and I'll kind of pull him in for like a half hug and then a full hug if he accepts.
He doesn't have any words. You feel a little shake down his body and a little quiver to his lip. You'd see. Elyan.
I was not sure I had the power, but I am glad that it is just worked.
Hailed
While
as a
that's going
saint.
on, Casimir looks towards you, Elyan.
I've heard from Bronwyn. They're all fine. The bride is dead.
He kind of just shrugs. Fine.
Insight. Is he
You
being
can tell
serious?
there's more going on there.
Casimir. Really? What is the point of the pretense? We all know you have actual feelings.
Good. So, what now?
Well, Jakule and I are going to take a trip.
Jakule is still hugging.
Assuming I can extract him from Sir Isfel within the next 12 hours, Jakule and I are going to take a trip. We have a few more errands to run tomorrow morning, and we should meet up with the others on the way, and then we'll eventually make it back here, hopefully for the end of the day, probably.
As Sir Istibald's about to open his mouth, Casimir jumps in. Of course. Sorry, of course. We're...
No, terrible idea.
Why?
Istibald looks over in shock for a second to see that Casimir's spoken before him, and then looks to you. You may not know this, Elyan, but you saved the life of a friend of mine.
I did?
He was preparing to walk home because the gate was shut. He's a proud man, a traditional man, a man I like.
Well, sometimes people just suffer from too much pride for their own good. Sometimes people don't know when to make the choice to look after themselves. Sometimes their pride drives them to do things that will result in their death. And then they won't be able to do anything to help anybody else in future. Sometimes it just takes somebody to point that out.
The history of that gate I had to speak to him to understand. The West Gate. The Sun Gate, they call it. For some reason I don't understand.
The Morning Gate.
Yes, that's it. It's traditional for the captain of that gate to be from Kresk.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
To see why he was so upset. Been hard times for them. They've not been able to send any guards. They had enough to keep Kresk safe. See, it is the gate to Kresk. He's a good man. You did well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
It would have been an interesting journey back.
It would have been deadly.
I would have gone.
It would have been potentially deadly for him.
No, Casimir would have come as well.
It would have been potentially deadly dull. All of you.
This will be a very awkward hug now. I will be like kind of open as if like I'm trying to release the hug.
The big man lets you go.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Don't bruise the saint. We just got him.
He kind of hobbles, and you can see it's an effort for him. He puts his weak leg forwards as he goes down into a knee and a low bow.
Oh.
What I understand, I am in the presence of a living saint.
I'll
You
chuckle
are.
a bit.
I do not give this lightly, Jakule.
Mm-hmm.
I, Sir Istval, of the Purple Dragons, pledge my sword and life to yours.
Oh,
He and very slowly, going down to one knee.
Mm. Oh.
He doesn't say anything, but both of them kneel there for a second.
Oh.
Through the words, Casimir.
He doesn't say anything.
I will. Oh gosh. I'll crouch down too. I'll kind of kneel down too at their level, and I'll put my hand on Sir Istabil's shoulder, and I'll look to Casimir as well, and I'll say, I hope to be. I do not know if I am worthy of this, but I
You
will
are.
aspire to be as worthy as you think I am.
Casimir looks up and locks eyes with you. Please. Save herself. Do not kill her. Must be
I will do all I can. All within my power.
And even if she does force that ultimate step, she's now within the range, within the reach of what can be done, what we have seen done tonight. And all it will take is for him to be destroyed. And then we can return her and she will be free.
She hides it, but I can tell he's bitten her at least once. Maybe twice. Know this, Elliot. Once more. Once more. She
will be
See,
lost.
he's struggling to say the words.
If it comes to that, then if we can prevent that at any cost, I can bring her back. Beyond that, and
you would know that if she becomes a vampire, then
yeah, I can't bring back the undead.
He will wait until they are married to finish it.
Stop him.
Yes.
That is our plan.
To protect her from herself.
And you'll need to be ready to do that. Because you stand the best chance. You and your golem. We could put it inside a giant wedding cake. No, that's silly.
I still think we should go get that door.
Doesn't
the door?
Not that it was part of a tower. Jakule. You can't just lay a door up against a wall and open it and walk through. That's not how furniture works.
Hey, Esmeralda came back through it somehow.
Oh, it really annoys me when you have a point, but even still, we're not bringing a door.
I have this door for you. Casimir looks to you. The person you look. Is it the mage?
Yes. If we can restore his mind and convince him to assist us, that will be a very powerful ally to have.
Brilliant.
Yes.
came to me
What? When?
5-6 years ago. When you wanted to attack, turned him away. You sensed the power of his staff, spell. Know the code word.
No. Oh, wait, unless... Is this his staff? Then no. He never told me.
If he won't join us, you'd get me those items. Sure, I could use them.
Okay. Jakule, the magic you were talking about that lets you find objects?
Yep.
Could you make sure you can cast that tomorrow as well?
Yes, I will prepare that. I will prepare greater restorations, and I will anything that I can think of to heal someone's mind. But I will need a rest to prepare myself for this.
We're not going tonight.
Yeah.
Saint or no saint, we're not going tonight.
There's quite a few people outside the Blue Water Inn.
No.
You've gathered a crowd. Are you willing to talk to them?
Very well.
Wait. You don't go first. I'm
Wait,
going to
say
go
what you
warm
say.
them up.
So 100% in character, what you say is what you say.
I'm going to go talk to them, and then I'll come and get you. Wait here.
You would see Casimir just kind of shaking his head a little bit.
Mm.
And then he's got his hood up, and Istibald kind of ruffles his hood against his head for a second.
I'll go outside and look at the crowd.
Yeah, you can see a mixture of peasants, workers, drabs, the nobility. Both burgomeisters are on their way. You can see blacksmith is there. The Watcher boys are there. Along with Stella.
Hope they don't want their money back.
Stella is with them. You don't
Hello,
see Vargas's wife Lydia. She's not there. A couple of the guards are there. Lars, who you recognise, was the first guard who let you in. That's about it.
Hello, friends. What brings you here tonight?
There's a silence for a second. As they all kind of look to you as the Burgermeister comes forwards. Vargas. It has been a long time. But we knew this day would come. A new beacon.
Yes.
For once, one of us has been pulled back from his domain. Cheer comes up. And the Baron drops down to one knee. And on seeing him do that, his guards do. Dimitri does.
Ripple.
And there's a ripple sent out from them as they all drop down to one knee.
He is a beacon for his goddess. I have travelled with him for some time now, and I can tell you, I have seen him call upon the name of his goddess soon to work astounding miracles. He's closed my wounds with but a touch and a prayer. He's given us back dignity. He's fed us when we're hungry. He's brought us light, and he's brought us hope. And he's brought us the power of his goddess. I will bring him forth so that you can speak to him and see him, because he will stand with us. All the time he has been here, he has been striving tirelessly alongside us to push back the darkness. He has brought us hope. And I will open the door. This is the beacon of the goddess soon. This is the living saint. This is Jakule. And I'll usher him out and sort of nudge him in front of the crowd.
As Elyan
and then I'll make sure I'm very precisely placed right behind his right-hand shoulder.
Nice. As Elyan kind of opens the door, I'm going to cast heal on myself.
Oh, I love it.
And I am now glowing.
Yeah.
And then I'll step out.
Minor illusion, path of rose petals.
Ooh, nice.
Just a gentle shower.
The people are just lost in awe of what's going on at the moment. You could see behind him, standing tall and proud on his other shoulder, is Istavold. And then kind of leaning against the doorway now is Casimir.
I'll very quietly say in Jakule's ear, give them hope, Jakule.
I do not know if I am worthy of this title bestowed upon me. But in this instance, I have proved that the gods have not abandoned this place. The Morning Lord watches over us. Soon's love reaches us and protects us. They have not abandoned their hope on their hold on us. They give us their love and a chance to be human once again. We need not be slaves to fear forever. And this is our chance to escape that fear. I will live to be worthy of this title. I'll kind of like nod a little bit. And
finish for a spell?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast blind my divine power.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And go super beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Fox's splendor on him as well.
I'm doing. Where's the thing? Yeah, my blinding beauty, where I become so beautiful that people weep just looking at me.
Amazing.
Yes.
Brilliant.
And then I will kind of, I'll kneel down before them, and as I say, like I will live.
You can hear mutterings amongst them, and as you look up, Jakule, you can see the seamstress had made her way to the inn as you cast your beauty, and she just kind of stood at the back. Just like tears running down her face with how beautiful you are.
You already know what his measurements are.
Right.
Brilliant. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Nice.
Yes!
Yeah.
I founded a cult.
You created a saint. Oh
yes.
Why?
I wasn't quite sure if you were going to go with the resurrect and then go with the whole he's a saint, but you did. That's a thing that happened.
I wasn't expecting it, but
I
hey,
hope
here we go.
You don't die, Jakule. That's all I'm going to say.
I can be a martyr. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Strahd is now going to murder you. That's what happens to saints in Barovia. But I'm pretty certain we're going to win.
Oh my days.
It's all good. All good.
Saint Jakule.
Jeez.
Okay.
That
Thank
was
you,
a very
thank you.
unexpected turn, but hey.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there was some big rolls in there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a chance if you guys fluffed that Press would turn round.
Yep.
Oh God.
And then to go with them would be. I'm guessing you guys wouldn't travel with them, but yeah, the Saint has taken a power silence.
So I will talk for him.
Yes.
Managed to get them in, and then save Istavold from his own guilt, which was nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that one coming a mile off.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be a complete collapse. Let's just try and
occasionally my plots of okay, you told him to take a rest. The person who doesn't like to rest because bad things happen when he's rest. Okay, what bad thing can I have happen while he rests? This bad thing. Yeah, even if he was awake, he wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. That is the sort of thing to annoy a character like Istavold.
Yeah.
But if I was awake, I would have known.
Nice.
And some fun times with Rick Tarbier.
Oh, that guy. I'm so done. I'm so done with people showing up and lecturing me.
We're pretty set then. We need to get the wizard, then we wake him up. Either get him to join us or get him to give us his staff and book.
Stick the skull in
back
Argynvost to pick up Sir Godfrey.
Yeah, get the whole Night Order back, if possible, or something.
I think you're ready.
Pretty epic, yeah.
Yeah,
and we have just enough time to do it. Very much just enough time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll manage to get everything done in time. It'll be close.
Because it's 3 days and then the wedding, or is the wedding's on the third day?
On the third day, so you've got 2 days left, basically.
So that's 2 days to go up to the lake, retrieve the wizard, cross to Argynvost, come back.
Have a rest.
We can do it. We can do it.
Whereabouts was the wizard? Is it to the right, to the left, or in the middle?
Straight above.
Straight above. We could try and get a boat.
Yep, boat would be quicker, much quicker.
Yeah.
We could get multiple boats and drag them with us, and we can ferry everyone back.
Yeah.
If they
That's a good idea. I'm sure there's no sea monsters.
There was that guy in the middle of the lake throwing dead children. It was fine.
The child was not dead.
That
was the whole point of throwing it in the lake.
Soon to be dead children.
Excellent. Should we do some... I don't know if anyone's made it this far right to the end.
Well, Catherine certainly has.
Type F in chat if you want to
straight there.
If you want to give someone a positive or negative for next time, hit me with an F.
Just so you know, you can change your name and the identity.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I gave somebody a positive yesterday and Adam accepted it. So Catherine giving somebody a positive is clearly fine.
Yeah.
Somebody. Just saying, Catherine. Yeah. Could be anybody.
Hey, you got a new saint here. Come on.
Yeah, the saint has everything he needs. He clearly has the favour of the gods. Us mere mortals need our luck.
Give it a little bit. For a Friday, we did pretty well.
Yeah.
30 to 50 people watching, which was nice.
Yeah, plus the Casimir.
You quisling!
Casimir's a sweetie.
Oh,
Catherine, you're liking some Casimir there, are you?
Hey, she's my date for the wedding, and don't you forget it. Plus, you've just sworn into a holy order that comes with a vow of chastity.
What? Since when did that happen?
Yeah,
Goddess of love. Come on.
No. Yeah, love, chaste, pure, etc., etc. Don't worry, you're exempt. It's fine. Just him.
Golemir, who would you fancy giving a positive or negative to? Or we've had some really weird and wacky ones.
Yeah, there was that one with the leg, was it?
Someone gave negative to Bronwyn failing to catch the bouquet. So it was like she's cursed.
Oh, there goes Jeff. Jeff,
you're
pressing
in.
F.
Jeff, I made a promise that tomorrow I will upload 2 episodes. And if I don't, I promise I will send you a set of dice. That is my promise, and Golemir, they are not to the very next mundane enemy. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh, Golemir, the trap did. Oh man.
Yeah.
It was
Boulder
so
fell
good.
on them.
It was so good.
It was so funny. I mean, obviously not for the rest of the players.
Yeah, they kind of went round this blind corner, a cliff, and then to go up, and there was like a gully, and all of them rolled really bad perception tests. And Bronwyn was going first, and she tripped the trap, and it was a boulder, and then it was rolling towards them, and Bronwyn failed to dodge, and sort of tried to scramble up the side of the rock and got hit by it. And then Constance used Misty Step to basically charge the rock and try and smash it into it to push it out of the way. And then
it was honestly
negative to me.
Yes, good work, Jeff. But seriously, that whole thing was like the dice had just gone right. It's been a while since I've fucked a bunch of players. I'm going to do that now because literally all luck, like. From the entire party, basically, all luck just drained away.
Oh, so good.
It was just... It was astounding, the rolls that were coming out.
Yeah, for everyone to fail a perception, and they were the perception team. It's pretty...
Oh, here we go. If I can be free, it becomes a positive.
Yeah, if you upload 3 sessions to YouTube, you get a positive, Adam. Yeah. But that's tomorrow, right?
I might do one tonight. I don't think my internet can handle 3 in one day because it takes like... Oh no, it might do. If I can edit them fast. Yeah, I won't play any Final Fantasy 14. Good, we're like level 28, I think.
You make all these promises live on the internet. Recorded for posterity.
Okay, can someone write down the positives? I currently have a negative that could become a positive.
Yeah.
And... Golemir, who did Golemir give?
Positives to the next mundane enemy.
I'm pretty sure that Rahardin's counted as mundane, right?
Nope. He's literally psychic.
There are some fun mundane enemies coming. And Casimir got a plus as well. My days, good picks.
So... You writing it, Elyan?
Yeah.
I always forget. It'd be good to have some kind of like little symbols on here or something. I'm gonna do some new work for campaign.
Just don't do that before you give Hunter a name. Otherwise, he will sulk. I mean, that will just be a clear message about how much we care about his character.
He's got a symbol at least. Constance has the shield, and then Hunter has the little wolf, but no name.
So cool. I want to see some tungsten dice. Like, I can't believe the weight of them. It's absolute.
Just kill your table with it.
Do we fancy doing some campaign world building at some point this weekend? Since it's bank holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know if people can.
I can't. I'm off to see the fam.
Yeah.
I can if you want to just
that'd be
chat
good.
stuff.
Yeah, we can. Mage orders maybe.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I can actually make my character.
Jeff, go ahead and send your address now.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. And you're gonna upload one episode every day that you're on holiday for the next week, right?
I edited all those episodes,
and then sat on them.
Yeah.
For about a month.
I can never think of like what to title them. To call them. That's my issue.
Well, you have a whole group of role players just waiting on Facebook.
Just call them stupid things. We've got 10 episodes to up.
Yeah. If you remembered the names that you put up on this thing, then
I don't remember yesterday.
That's why you have to do it tomorrow.
Well, I think Golomir's dice are probably worth more than the average table.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Replace
I need to update the character sheets as well because look, they're still level 9.
Yeah. Also,
I've got the old art.
Yeah.
It's the old art.
I'm starting to get a complex here, Adam.
Countdown, just like a countdown until sainthood.
Nice. I can't believe that happened. There we go.
Well, if you're going to resurrect someone...
Yeah, especially in this place. I wasn't sure it was going to work, because I was like, how strong is Strahd's hold on the souls?
No, because it was fresh.
Yeah.
And he was...
Because it's up to 10 days I can do.
It was something that Strahd wasn't that interested in.
Yeah.
It's not like Elyan.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was an experience. And poor Elyan was like, so you had a horrific experience while you were being resurrected too, right? Oh, no, you didn't.
No, it was actually a quiet, dark place, and it was kind of nice.
What does that mean? What's wrong with me?
Right, that was fun, Mum. Cheers for watching.
Yeah,
a bit
it was.
different.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Now, this was a bit of a test for something we can try in the new campaign.
Yeah, be good.
For splitting the party. Because 6 is a good sized group, but with it being online, it can make it harder for me to spotlight on people for sure. But doing it like this, I think it worked quite well with the spotlighting. I think you both really got some very nice moments, which I don't think the whole bit with the seamstress would have happened if we were all 6.
No, it's true.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
And the bit with the Cartwright, the total arsehole Cartwright. I mean, I don't.
Please, could I just find one fucking shopkeeper who isn't like, well, I don't want your business if you're not going to give me 17 times the value of my product then.
There are some like that.
For God's sake, you're a cart mender.
Yeah, you should be like going crazy. He's like,
500
what?
gold. You're not a duke.
You went in like, we're in a hurry. I need this thing. And it was like, well, this isn't a thing that I normally do.
But I was not. I was determined not to give you the satisfaction of going anywhere near sodding Blinsky. Not doing it. Never happening.
I've written pages.
We're going to finish this damn campaign without ever going anywhere near that guy ever again. And we're just, in our minds, we paid him some money. His life is happy. Everything is fine. And it is staying that way.
Yeah. They did steal his money, though, that we gave him.
Why? Why, Matt? Why?
He was in a little bubble for a few hours, at least.
The least said about that bubble, the better.
Yeah.
It proved controversial.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Anywho.
GG. Good game, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Stop.
I don't know. It's your thing.